Hello, everyone, and welcome to Never a Foul. This is your evening debate as usual. We're late 10 minutes, but it's not my fault
It's
this
definitely Mo's
time.
fault.
It's not my fault. I've been sitting here for about 20 minutes now, ready
Liam,
to go, but these guys are late. It's not
Liam,
my fault. I'm proud of that, even though I went to the dentist earlier and I'm still like numb a little bit. So it
Liam.
is what it is. But welcome, everybody. Welcome to the channel. We're here to debate Man City with Kovacic. Can anybody challenge Man City next year? Who
Realistically,
realistically can actually go and win the title against Man City?
Mm.
I guess nobody. Everybody's in shambles now. Shambolic. Arsenal submitting a new bid for Declan Rice. How much is it worth? I think we're
allegedly.
just gonna wait to know. And Eid Mubarak to everybody that is celebrating Eid
Oh
tomorrow.
shit!
Mm.
So yeah. Happy Eid. It is tomorrow. It's the eve of Eid. So you're gonna eat a lot of meat, a lot of lamb. If you're slaughtering, congratulations.
Cass, you're gonna cook up some lamb tomorrow for us.
Lamb and rice. Oh,
Cass, you're gonna cook up some lamb for us tomorrow.
I cooked up today though.
So do I have to get? Oh, do you want me to get? Do you want me to get
We
something
got
on
some,
the way home?
we
Then?
got some lamb burgers. We can do that.
No, we finished them yesterday.
No, there's another pack.
no. I'll get something on the way home. I'll get something on the way home.
Ah, cool.
how's everything? What are you guys eating? Popcorn.
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 Oh, good.
Well,
Yeah,
popcorn
celebrate.
and shortbread biscuit. Actually, thanks, Cass.
You nicked my
Popcorn.
stuff.
Yeah,
This
I
guy's
am
nicking my
Nicky.
stuff again, man.
Yeah, Adha Mubarak for everybody that is celebrating tomorrow. Where do we start? Do we start with Declan Rice? A new bid. Oh, we haven't talked up since City put a bid in. You haven't been on Never Foul.
No. So
Mm.
yeah. So it's so on a real look. It was very clear what I said. I said that if Manchester City had been told by West Ham that Declan Rice wants Arsenal, Manchester City will not bid. And it goes along with what I was saying before. Look, I still think Arsenal will end up getting Declan Rice. But why have personal terms not yet been agreed if he so firmly wants Arsenal? Why have personal terms not been agreed yet? Right. And like I keep saying, there will be people in the live chat now going, they have been agreed. But let's be real. We all go by Fabrizio. We all go by Ornstein. Neither Fabrizio or Ornstein at any point have said personal terms agreed, but the clubs need to come to an agreement. That has never come out of either of their mouths. Now, I can tell you now, McAllister, personal terms were agreed before the clubs agreed, right? I can tell you now, Kovacic, personal terms were agreed before the clubs agreed. So why is it not come out that Declan Rice has agreed personal terms with Arsenal? And then off the back of that, now Man City have gone and bid on him. It tells me that Declan Rice, yes, he still might want Arsenal, but it is not as clear cut as people make out. Otherwise, I still stand by my word. I don't believe City would have bid. Now, the truth of the matter is, yeah, and I just said this on Battle of the North. Let me ask you two a question now. If Manchester City don't get Declan Rice, who are favourites to win the Premier League next season?
What?
If Manchester City don't get Declan Rice, who are favourites to win the Premier League next season?
Man City.
Okay.
Dude.
If Manchester City don't get Declan Rice, who are favourites to win the Champions League next season?
Real Madrid.
Could be Real Madrid, to be fair.
I
Could be
don't.
Real
I
Madrid.
don't know because there's many factors. Like
No,
if
but
Bayern Munich get Harry
I agree.
Kane, you know what
Yeah,
I mean.
agreed.
Like,
but
it's
it's
like,
not going to be Arsenal, and it's damn more likely to be City than. But Premier League, we'll just go with
okay.
the Premier
So
League.
you want it between Arsenal and Man City? Okay. So
Right. So
yes,
what
Man
I'm
City.
saying is that do Manchester City also another factor in there? Have Manchester City sold Bernardo Silva yet?
Nah.
Right. Have we even received a bid on Bernardo Silva yet?
Nope.
Are we trying to renegotiate with Bernardo Silva at the moment? Yes, we are. We're trying to go again and say, actually,
Wait, Daps. You meant to allow us to answer that one. Like we was going to say yes, but you kind of just.
No,
Oh,
but it's a
I'm
known
trying to
thing
cut
that
to-
they
I'm
are
trying to-
negotiating
I'm-
with
I'm trying to cut- I'm
Bernardo.
trying-
so.
I'm trying to cut to the
Like
chase.
this is like information that is public. Kyle Walker and
No,
Bernardo Silva, they are
but what I'm
trying to get
do
their
is
new
I'm now
contract.
trying to
Yeah.
cut to the chase. And I'm
know
trying
what I
to cut to the chase. And the chase is that Manchester City do not need to sign Declan Rice, yeah, for Manchester City to be considered you know, there like favourites, yeah, and
Contenders.
also, we haven't, yeah. Whereas if Arsenal do not get Declan Rice, yeah, then the amount of their fan base is going to be in a meltdown once again, yeah. Their fan base is going to be doubting like they did the minute we beat them at the Emirates, yeah. Their fan base is going to be saying the Cronkies are not backing the club the way they should. Their fan base is going to have a complete meltdown. So for me, this is on Arsenal. Arsenal have to throw the kitchen sink at Declan Rice. And on this next bid, I would expect Arsenal's next bid. This can't be like, was it Arsenal that went in for Suarez that time and said like, we'll pay an extra £1 on top of what our previous one. It was something stupid like that. They can't come out with this next bid, can't be an extra 5 million, right? An extra 5 million, because already I think West Ham will be looking at the structure of the City deal and going, well, that structure is still better to us than your one. Arsenal need to come out in this next bid and they need to blow Manchester City out of the water. They need to literally show intent and go, this is our bid. We're not playing, to the point where Man City look at it and go, all right, fair enough, and walk away.
Yeah, because it says here, look, Sammy Mokbel is actually very good, like a good journalist. But I would say he's more, when it comes to London, Arsenal, Chelsea, he's very good with, I would say, them sort of clubs. And I think Arsenal fans would agree as well. But even before, let's say Ornstein has come out, or Fabrizio, he said that Arsenal will submit a third bid for Declan Rice, which will be close to 100 million asking price set by West Ham after Man City's 90 million offer was turned down. But the only issue is how structured is this 100 million bid? Yeah. You know, because you know, as you was mentioning earlier, Daps on the phone, or which I say over text, in the chat, saying this time you put 4. They had 4. If we're correct, they had 4 installments. They want 2.
Right, that's what they need to do. Yeah, they need to make it so that West Ham, because the way I believe it was structured is Arsenal's deal was 75 up front, City's was 80 up front. Arsenal's was then 15 in bonuses, City's was 10 in bonuses. But straight away you're going to say, well, City's 10 in bonuses is probably far more likely to come in than Arsenal's 15 is. But also, if Arsenal's was over 4 years, over 4 installments, and City's was over 2, then they're going to get double the money off of City up front straight away than they would off of Arsenal. So Arsenal need to really, and it's, you know, it's a really intriguing one. Like,
Arsenal are going to bid 91 million.
Why did you bid 90 million and not just go for the asking price that was wanted?
Because what it is right. Imagine there's a race, yeah. Imagine the red car and the blue car have a race, right? And
never heard that before.
Milky Way advert back in the day.
Oh yes, I have.
Right. All Red wants to do is stuff his face. He'll eat everything he sees, from trucks to prickly trees. But smart or blue, he took the Milky Way. He's looking for a chocolate tweet that's fluffy and light, because he knows it won't spoil his appetite. But smart or blue, he took the Milky Way. Right. So
someone clip that.
You're definitely clipped. You're definitely clipped.
The mad thing is, I very briefly went into.
I need that on Twitter for in the next 5 minutes. I need Never a Foul and Daps tagged on Twitter, and he is clipped.
Right.
Please.
Anyway, so what I would say is why City came in at the same price is because what City did was, and I had this conversation with my friend Chris earlier, is Arsenal have been racing. Arsenal started the race. Yeah, Arsenal started the race a couple of weeks ago. Man City didn't, right? So usually cars start at the same, if you're in a race, you start at the same point. Arsenal started, City have instantly come in 2 weeks later and caught up. Right, just by coming in and going, we're going to offer the same, but we're going to offer it in 2 installments instead of 4, and we're going to offer a higher base rate, and we're going to offer bonuses that are more likely to be hit. So instantly, we've come in and said, we're not going to pay no more than you, but we're going to make ours look that tiny bit more, just to test it, just to test the water. And like I said, we don't need Declan Rice. Declan Rice, I would love to have, but I said this to you yesterday. I still would much rather we went in for Frankie de Jong.
I said that earlier, yeah. Frankie de Jong is going to compete with him.
But
before we do that, because it's over 450 viewers, can you guys do me a favor and get me to 300 likes in the next 5 minutes? There is 450 views. The like button is so simple. This is free content, so please hit that like button. It's not going to take you away from the video. It's just make sure it's lit, that it looks like a thumbs up underneath your live chat. So please do it. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I said it earlier and I'll say it again. Declan Rice for me weakens City in the attacking aspect, not as a whole, in the attacking aspect. I just don't look at him as a Pep Guardiola player. Look, Pep Guardiola is a genius. Yes, he works on magic, and yes, he does transform players. I just don't see Declan Rice as that sort of player. Wherever he uses him, he remind me of, as you said, John Stones, right? A little bit like John Stones and how he'd be used there. And I just look at City as a attacking aspect of stuff. I just don't see it. Where it is, as Daps said, go get De Jong. As I said earlier, you go get De Jong, you go get Barella, you go get a bad boy centre mid, right? Kimmich or whatever. I'm scared. Like I'm shaking again. I'm thinking like, bro, you just that's the perfect replacement for Gundo.
Do you know what?
Or somebody, you don't need Verratti. He's more like Kovacic anyway.
I like Verratti as well, but yeah, but that's a general consensus of what I see from City fans.
Actually, you know what? Better question. That's sorry. Do you even care if you get Declan Rice or not?
No, that's ultimately what I'm saying is that, like, for me, it's literally like I'm in this zone at the moment, yeah, where just is. I'm sorry to say it, but it's funny just to like be that thorn in the side a bit. Those memes I was showing you earlier of like, Ricky Gervais, where that one was like David, and he's like, "Oh, not her again." Right? It's just,
yeah.
I mean, for me, I like Declan Rice. Don't get me wrong, and if we get Declan Rice, I'll be like, yeah, cool, but I would love to get Frankie De Jong. I would love to get. I think him and Rodri next to each other would just be like worrying. But and it's always one that I've never understood. I've said this to you last summer. If there is any truth in the fact that Barcelona want Laporte, if there's any truth in the fact that Barcelona want Bernardo Silva, then why not just have the conversation and say, okay, if you want these players this much, yeah, right now we kind of, if you're going to take Bernardo off of us, we want a midfielder in return. So what are you saying about him? Or you want Laporte? This is what, because you know what, we've done Barcelona too many favors now. I get that,
Can I
they're not
present
here
another
and
case?
Pep and that, but
Can I present?
go on, please present, Judge.
Well, number one, Fabrizio just tweeted, or I'm mistaken? I'm just checking. Anyway,
he usually does around this time, doesn't he?
Yeah. So here's the thing: Arsenal were amazing in 30 games, 29 games. They were great. They were fantastic. They were on course to win the league. They fell short because they didn't have the depth. When Saliba got injured, everything fell apart. Party fell apart, and everybody the whole thing just collapsed. What I've been told today by Lee is that he literally said, have we sold Xhaka? No. Have we sold Party? No. So if they don't sell these two, and at the moment it hasn't happened, Xhaka wants to go. So let's say they sell one, and they replace Xhaka with Declan Rice and Lavia. Aren't they in a better position than last year? The second question.
Yeah, there would be. Yeah, there would be.
The second question is, as much as I sat here a couple of months ago and I said Haaland is improving day by day. Will Martinelli improve? Yes.
Yeah.
Will Saka improve? Absolutely. Will Saliba be better than last year since it was
do you know what? The one thing I would say on Saka is, yes, Saka could improve, but Saka's pretty damn good already. The one concern I think that Arsenal would say...
Haaland is pretty good already. Is he going to improve? Yes.
Hold on. Let me finish. The one thing I would say on Saka is, I think Arsenal fans would probably echo this a little bit, is they want cover for him because he's being rinsed. He's being played repeatedly. Like back in the last season, I'm not going to put his drop off down to the fact that he bottled it. I think he was tired, yeah, and I think Arsenal do need some cover for
yes, 100%. So Kai Havertz is there. As long as we say Kai Havertz,
not as cover. As cover for
it's
Saka.
not great and everything. Oh yeah. So today I heard on the Harry, I like Harry's opinion. He said that Kai Havertz.
Who's Harry? Sorry, who's Harry?
Harry Simo, the guy that does 90 minutes and does the BBC Daily.
Oh,
you know. Anyway, this guy.
Yeah.
His good opinion in my
like. Sorry,
he said they literally asked him exactly what we say about Kai Havertz. What's his position? He said he's expensive, the price, but we're getting a player that played right wing before at Leverkusen, played central forward, and played in the midfield. Yes, questions are, can he do it perfectly? Maybe not, but can he fill in smaller games and do a job? Maybe. He said Arteta will work on that. So again, he said that at the end, Kai Havertz is an improvement over Reece Nelson and Nketiah.
I'd agree with that. I'd probably agree with that.
I kind of agree or disagree, but long story short, Arsenal, my point, they are in a better, if they get Declan Rice over the line and they don't sell both Partey
agreed.
and
Yeah,
Xhaka,
100% they're better.
they are in a better position than last year.
That's what I
Can
was
they
going to
go
say.
over the line? They
I
might.
was going to say.
What are the facts that will tell me no? I didn't see them. I don't see them now because they fell short because a player got injured. A main player, sorry, Saliba. They were on at that time. They were one of the best defenses in the league. He got injured. They fell to 5th. That's a fact.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Look, if we're doing that, then you're generally you could pinpoint any Premier League season. You could pinpoint the season when Liverpool won the league and say City were missing Laporte and Sane for the majority of the season. If we're going to do injuries, yeah, but the season they were injured, the season Liverpool dropped off, Van Dijk got injured. So ultimately, we can't act like injuries don't happen. Injuries do happen. The general times where every single club drops off is when injuries happen. So if we're gonna base it on that,
so that's when you have a good cover, isn't that what you
Arsenal need? Arsenal need to get a set. And they have, and we haven't spoken it. They've gone and got a valid point as well. They've gone and got Timber, who is then
which is a cover for the back four. He can play right side.
Yeah. I
don't believe. Go ahead, Cass. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I just feel for the way Declan Rice is and for his own development as well. I don't think it's not going to be a thing where Pep wouldn't develop him. Of course, he can develop anyone. I just think the way he'd thrive, I think he'd thrive more, let's say, in the Liverpool midfield, or the way Arsenal play in the way they do play on that left-hand side. Maybe they can switch it to the right, or just that box-to-box role. I just think it just suits him and the way he plays just a little bit more.
I think you're underestimating Rice a little bit.
Not really, no. I think his strengths are ball carrying for sure. And his defensive work is very good, and energy, and that's what. And his short passing is extremely.
His footballing ability better than John Stones, in your opinion?
Footballing ability, I wouldn't say.
I mean, footballing ability means passing, ball carrying. Is it?
You could say it's similar.
As a role player, when John Stones joined Man City,
Rice doesn't strike me as a guy at centre back when the defense needs to get nitty-gritty. We haven't seen Rice in the back four when it's time to defend. You know, that's all I'm going to say. But I just feel like if he goes to Arsenal, I like it when Rice gets further forward than when he has to be defending. I think his best areas is crushing the play further up in the final in that third.
So just to talk about Rice at City, by the way, I've been hearing. I know Mo, you think that Rice would come to City and play the John Stones role. I don't at all. I think if Rice comes, he's playing in an 8 role at City.
He is, isn't he?
In my opinion, I don't think so because the 8 role is reserved for Kovacic, Foden, and KDB as a 3.
It's not reserved for Foden yet. It's not reserved for Foden yet.
We don't know yet.
Until Man City go in for a winger, Foden, I'm still seeing as a winger.
You have 2 wingers already. You have Mahrez and Bernardo at this moment. You haven't sold them yet.
No, you keep talking about. I hear you. So we have 2 on each side. That's the way City usually have 2 in every position.
Yeah,
so
Foden hasn't played on the left this season.
Because
a couple of times.
But if we're doing that, Foden's been injured a lot this season. Foden hasn't played centrally that much this season.
He has played on left. Go watch him. He's got his assist for Haaland, especially
at the start of the season before he hit injuries. It was him and Grealish rotating. Now, what I think the beauty of Declan Rice is that Declan Rice can play that role. But the other thing is,
he doesn't have the offensive ability.
Mo. But if we're looking to keep Phillips, which it looks like we are looking to keep Phillips, then I don't think Pep here and now is going, we are going to get Declan Rice to have a 3rd 6, in fact, a 4th 6 in the ranks. Yeah.
Thank you.
Rodri, Phillips, Stones. I don't think he's doing that. I think he's looking at Declan Rice and going, right now with Gundogan going, with still Bernardo might not go. I think he's looking at him as an 8. I honestly do think he's looking at him.
I don't, but whatever. We'll know. I think we'll know if he joins Man City.
Anybody else? Now, you know your team better than anybody else, right? Especially on this panel. And I've been saying to this guy, when you've been here and not been here, that he is not going to be used in his John Stones role.
He's not a centre back.
Okay, whatever.
John Stones is a centre back that when we go. John Stones is a centre back that when we go forward, can come into the midfield role and do that, But when we are defending, he can very easily slot into the defence,
Yeah, of course.
Whereas and also before this season, John Stones had played on the right previously, on the right.
I'm not gonna listen.
With Declan Rice,
of you, I'm not gonna argue.
I have nothing.
Whatever you guys think, is right. Whatever.
But no, it's not right.
The reason why there is no point of me arguing. There's no point of me arguing. You guys are not listening to me. There's no point of me arguing because you guys are never gonna believe me. So it doesn't matter.
No, Mo, let me finish.
Whatever you guys say.
Let
whatever.
me finish. Let me finish. All I'm saying is, that with everything else, I can see it. Have I seen Declan Rice play in a 6? Yes. Have I seen him play in an 8? Yes. Have I seen John Stones play in a 6? Yes. Have I seen him play in the defence? Yes. I've never seen Declan Rice play as a defender. So I'm not going to come on here and go, Pep is thinking with 3 players that can already play the 6 role, he's going to go and splash, potentially break a transfer record to get a 4th 6. It just doesn't, especially when we've got Rodri there. I don't see it. Now, you might be right, Mo. Listen, you know ball, innit? You know more, Judge Mo. You know ball. But I'm just saying, I don't see it.
You know,
guys, you guys don't understand me. I am not dismissing your opinion. I am saying it might happen.
Rattled.
I am just looking. I am looking at his ability, his forward ability. Behind the forward isn't KDB, isn't Foden, isn't Gundogan. These people can get you goals from open play, can get into the 18 and get in the right place. That's the whole point. While Declan Rice, based on what I saw, can't. So to put him as an 8, you will lose a lot offensively. To compensate for that, you will need, I don't know what, to be honest, there is nothing. Because if you play John Stones, Rodri, and Declan Rice, you're losing a lot offensively.
Gundogan, how did I start off saying this? That's kind of maybe why I started off saying I'm not that bothered to go and get Declan Rice. Because if we're getting him as a 6, I don't really... If we're getting him as a 6, I think there is a lot of truth that we're actually trying to weaken our rivals.
Okay, so hear me out. I actually believe that Calvin Phillips maybe wants to prove himself.
Yeah, 100%.
He might not actually get a chance to prove himself.
Maybe
he might not. He might not.
But here's the thing.
The other thing I'm
so
asking
far, are we trying to sell him? Have we? Here's the thing. If he is not going to get a chance, then why
should be
is
trying
he
to
not?
sell him?
Hold on. Why is he not part of the deal? Why is it not? By the way, we'll give you this much.
Okay, so I actually said that earlier. I'm quoting someone else, which is Sam Allardyce. He said that. And I actually don't understand why. Maybe West Ham just don't want him. They don't value him.
Maybe City do want him.
That too. But anyway, I actually think, let's just establish that I think, in my opinion, that Declan Rice will end up at Arsenal, because I don't think City, if Arsenal bid ahead of them, City are not going to go and overbid them. I don't think this is not going to happen. However, I think I agree with that. I'm sorry. This has to be for every Arsenal fan that is rattled on Twitter and actually quoted this Ayoko, whatever girl that she was, whatever, and she said that Man City bid just to help Arsenal. This is absolute madness.
To be fair, she say that, says she wouldn't be surprised, like, because she's done it herself as a sporting director.
So the fact that she is putting this as maybe listen, she knows more than me, but it's not illogical. I think I echo Daps. Arsenal fans, you guys need to know this. You guys gave us headaches that he wants Arsenal. Man City will never put a bid in unless someone spoke to Declan Rice and he said, yeah, if you win, I'll be happy. Yeah, of course. I like your club. There is a big project and I want to play for Man City as well, because I don't take Man City people as idiots. And I think anybody that says otherwise is an idiot.
Yeah, with the way they run, of course. And I know Declan Rice started off as a centre-back in the start of his career. But if you go look at where he's played in the last few years, it hasn't centre-back. Centre-back's done. If you look at Rice at centre-back now.
So I didn't know that. Did he even play there when he was younger? I didn't know that.
Like Reece Oxford, started off as centre-back, then went to CDM or DM. I don't even like saying CDM. That's like FIFA. But then he come to a DM role and then a centre mid. That's done. Just because you play that youth level doesn't mean you can play that at Premier League level. There's a difference.
Well, Onana was a forward when he was a kid, so that doesn't mean
Edison was a midfielder.
Actually, Cole was a striker, and he ended up at left back. Like, things happen in your youth. But
Darwin Núñez used to score goals.
Shai Havertz used to be a football player.
United used to be good.
Yeah.
The mighty win is saying, I hope you don't think that invoking a hippo head Allardyce to your... No, I just don't like to say something that I heard somewhere and just claim it to myself.
Guys, get the likes up. Oh, we're actually nearly on 300. We're nearly on 300, you know. Not even half an hour. You guys are doing sick tonight. Another 83 away. 83. Yeah, man. You guys are doing bits.
That's not
you like the show, hit that like button.
I believe in the never a foul people, man. This is the crew of the summer crew, man. They're doing bits. Usually it takes us this long for the full hour. Got to believe in people. It takes time. It's a process. Yeah.
Dare to
Wolves,
dream. Dare to dream.
can we actually discuss something for real? Because Wolves, if I
Madison?
hear one of our members absolutely raised a great point. Do we genuinely believe that that was a fluke season for Arsenal?
No, I don't.
No. Bro, I've been calling this for the longest about Arteta. Listen, Arteta knows what he's doing. Arteta knows what he's doing. The minute his first interview, I will always remember his first interview there where he said, there's so much wrong with this club. Everyone's pulling in the wrong direction, blah, 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 blah. He got it. The fact he went and he got the players that weren't listening to him and he got rid of them. He pulled in players that were young and people will say, oh, you know, hold tight, Lee. I love you, Lee. Lee Gunner. Lee will say, you know, he goes for young players that are easily influenced. I get it. But that's a good thing. You don't want players in your dressing room that aren't going to listen to you. You have to have players in the dressing room that listen to you. I think no way was it a fluke season. You can't be that good. And like Mo, there is truth to the fact that before Saliba got injured, they were flying. There is truth to that. They just, I'll keep saying this. They need some know-how in that team. They need some know-how. They need, I said Declan Rice might be that one rare younger player that hasn't won a league yet that could come in. But I just feel if they don't get and this is another great thing. If they don't get Declan Rice, what next? Who do they turn to next? That's the key. Because
I think Milinkovic Savic is a name that's been in and out of Arsenal's camp, I would say, and it's been linked here and there. And that's not a bad shout, to be fair. I think that would be a good. It's just I don't know if he's going to do it in the Prem, but you never know until you get him. You don't know if Tonali's going to do it in the Prem.
Yeah.
I think,
and that's the thing that I honestly feel.
When you think of Arsenal now as well, do you not agree? Like Man City, you place a player in that team, he's more than likely going to succeed more or less. Like let's say 95%. You put a player now, any player, let's say Sergej Milinkovic-Savic into, let's say they do keep Partey, and let's say they do keep Xhaka, because at this moment of time they are, and you put him in, you're in a good system already. You're more than like you're in an environment where you're going to thrive more than, let's say, where you go to Tottenham currently, like James Maddison, who's got the here we go pretty much not too long ago, and all that kind of stuff. Has it? Milinkovic-Savic is an 8. He's not a 6, but he can play there, but he's an 8. He likes to go forward, and that's where his best attributes are. Where I feel would be similar to Xhaka.
My only problem with players coming into Arsenal is that Arteta only worked with about like 11 players last year, and every time he tried to sub somebody, it looked like the system had to be changed. While Man City and Pep, it doesn't matter who plays football. It's the same way the team plays. Can Arteta take it to the next level and mold 16 players to play the exact same football he wants? I think that's the next level of coaching, which is why I remember Jurgen Klopp in his first real season when he got Mo Salah, and he kept improving until he won the league because he worked with about like 13, 14 players, and they used all to work together.
Yeah, and I think that's where Arsenal need to get this deal done quickly and stop mucking about and just get this deal done. Because, as you say, he needs to look. Arsenal are like Manchester City. They are a system-based team now, right? Where everyone needs to know their role in the system. And so whoever it is that's coming in, he wants them before they go on tour. He needs them as part of this squad. He needs to start working with them because that is the type of manager he is. Can I just be very clear as well for anyone that thinks I hate Arsenal? I'm not too keen on them. I'm not too keen on Liverpool neither. But just to put early doors, because this is who do I think can challenge City next season?
We have to talk about the teams.
It is Arsenal and Liverpool for me. It's Arsenal and Liverpool. And I did say this in fact, Hassam said it earlier. He said something spot on. Someone was asking him who he thinks is going to win the league next season because he thinks City won't be able to go again. And he said, I can't answer that because it's all dependent on the transfer window. And it's spot on for that. For me, if Arsenal and Liverpool have the right transfer windows, they're the two teams that
hypothetically, let's say all teams, all right, hypothetically, let's just say everyone has a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10.
Give me names.
No, like I don't want to give names. I just want to say 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10s for their clubs. Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United. Who is the realistic? Because most of these teams,
Arsenal or Liverpool,
probably end up as 7 out of 8 out of 10s, right?
Arsenal or Liverpool.
Right? So you're saying this is what we're going off of. This also includes Man City, of course, if they have a 7 out of 8 or 7 or 8 out of 10 window.
Oh well, if we all have 7, if every club has a 7 or 8 window, then Man City win the league again. Because
but who realistically challenges you? Doesn't mean they're going
to. For me, Liverpool or Arsenal.
Why would you say Liverpool? Because of
because of their spine. Because 100%. Because they've got the spine. I still have to say that if we're talking 7 or 8s, then a 7 or 8 window for Liverpool probably means they get not 3 midfielders but 2 midfielders. I still think I have to look at Liverpool and go, they've got the spine, they've done it before. They've still got Salah, they've got Diaz back from injury now. So I'd still go Liverpool or Arsenal.
Man United.
Nah.
No,
Why not?
No, because you know what? My 7, 8 out of 10 out window is
who they're going to get. What strikers are they going to get?
That's why I said name. That's why I said name. If they go get De Jong, and they
no, well that means nothing. Who's scoring the goals? Who's scoring the goals?
You didn't hear me. If they go get a striker, De Jong, and a goalkeeper, Onana, okay,
3 players. Challenge.
Just 3 players. So we're talking about Liverpool getting 4 players, and we're talking about Arsenal getting 4 players. But when it comes to Man United, if I say 3 players,
same number of
players.
Same number of players. But the reason, I've said it with Arsenal last season. So we're saying every team has the same transfer window, a 7 or 8 out of 10, right? So with Arsenal were substantially better than Man United last season. So if Arsenal have the same transfer window as Man United, Arsenal move up a level, Man United move up a level. Arsenal is still ahead of Man United.
Fine,
with Liverpool, if they have a transfer window which involves whatever transfer window they have, it's likely that will paper over the cracks that were there or fill the gaps that were there. And then, because of their experience, I think they can step up. Man United, Man United needs to have an extremely good transfer window.
I think Man United, the difference is Arsenal move up a level. Man United move up 2 levels. That's what I'm getting
at. The same window? No.
It's a bit of a hard one to say.
I said Arsenal. I didn't say Man United by themselves. I don't know why people think that I said it's only Man United. I said Man United will go into the mix. Remember, Man United were in the mix this year, and then they fell apart because Martial didn't score goals. Let me tell you something. Man United are the worst team in comparison with number of goals scores to the chances created in the league. Worse than Southampton. Okay? Worse than Southampton. That means they get a striker, they convert these chances. They get Onana, they change the way they play. That's it. I'm telling you one thing. With the same exact midfield, Man United, they get a decent striker and a goalkeeper, they move up 2 levels. Not even 1. Man United were 3rd, guys, with the worst conversion of chances created in the league. 20 teams, huh? And with David De Gea in goal, not can even pass the ball. Not backward, not forward, not to the guy next to him. So you want to tell me that Erik ten Hag, if he gets Onana, which is very realistic,
very realistic,
Ozilio is in London, is in England right now.
Season.
They get Onana, and he has experience already, and they get a striker that will convert half the chances that Vilto Martial, just half of them.
So who are they getting up top? Tell me.
But they said they're going to get Kolo Muani or they get Hoyland. These are options for them. Okay. These are realistic options because they looked at them.
And you think they're going to land
one of them,
season
just
bank?
One of them.
No, one of them.
How about, so why you're saying that I'm going the same energy when you guys said that Declan Rice will go to Arsenal,
Premier
bang,
League experience, Premier League experience straight away.
Yeah, that doesn't work like
it does work. Premier League experience definitely does work, Mark.
Well, Haaland came to the Premier League with 0 Premier League experience, scored 50 goals. So
and that's why that's why I'm asking you what striker, and I'm asking you to please tell me, because look, your football knowledge, especially in Europe, is better than mine.
If Hoyland, I'm gonna answer you. Let me answer you. If Hoyland comes in and score 15 goals this season for Man United, play 30-something games, score 15 goals, that increase their goal tally. They get Onana, they don't leak goals like David De Gea. David De Gea by himself, yes, he saved them some points, but Onana will do the same, or Costa, but it'll also save them 9 points or 8 points they lost because De Gea leaked goal, okay? So this is what's going to happen.
So you don't need to convince
the same energy. I am going that Arsenal will get 9.
You don't need to convince me. You don't need to convince me because I'm a City fan. Cass,
I am literally convinced.
Cass, you don't look convinced, to be frank. And
am I not presenting? Let me ask you something. Am I not presenting a decent argument here?
I hear you are, but do you have faith that United are going to do that for starters?
No, I don't. See, now you asked the right question. Do I have faith that United will get the right players? No, they're going for freaking Mason Mount.
So you just wanted me to pull this out of you so you can slander Man United.
Cass in the beginning, assuming that everybody, your argument is different because Cass said, assuming that everybody will get 7. Okay, assuming that everybody will get 7, if Arsenal didn't get Declan Rice, are you going to have the same energy? No. Okay, So what's the point? Assuming that everybody will get their target. Didn't Ten Hag yesterday say he's a big fan of De Jong? Yes. Can they go and get De Jong? Maybe not. Can, instead of getting Mason Mount, go and spend 30 more and get De Jong? Yes.
But Mo,
But
Mo,
they won't do it because they're idiots. So they're idiots.
But then, but that's fine, and that was the argument you wanted. I didn't want to go down that route. I wanted to go down the route that you are saying every single team has the same level of transfer window, yeah, right?
So Declan Rice, De Jong.
Hold on, let me finish. The same level, yeah. Same level means same impact, right? So if everyone has the same level of transfer window to what the club needs, Arsenal challenged us last season, yeah, and Liverpool have challenged us before, right? So based on that, I'm going, if everyone has the same, I know Liverpool can challenge us, and I know that Arsenal can challenge us because they've done it. Whereas with Man United, I'm looking at it going, I'm not seeing it. What was that noise?
I don't. Was it me?
His air came to one with the
No,
mic. It
it
doesn't
wasn't.
matter. Not important.
I don't think Liverpool, even Liverpool's 7 out of 10 window, I think they need a 10 out of 10 window. And I don't believe realistically Liverpool, because of no team has ever been in Europa League and gone on to win the league when they play in Europa, basically. That's what, as I just said.
Yeah, but Arsenal challenged Cass, right?
No. Thursday, Sunday. Yeah, but when you think about it, yeah, Arsenal did challenge, but they fell off because what was the issue in the end? Squad depth.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if Liverpool get a 7 or 8 out of 10 window, which they can do, again, for me, it will come down to squad depth, and I think they go further in Europa League as well, just like us. You know, there'll be a fall off at some point where players get tired. So I don't think Liverpool can realistically. I'm going to say a name, and you lot are going to hate it. I don't care. Chelsea.
Newcastle. Oh, Chelsea. No, not Chelsea.
I don't doubt what you say, Cass.
You know why?
The reason why the targets that Chelsea are going after. If tomorrow they get Caicedo and they get Osimhen, what's stopping them?
No, this is what I say. So Mo presented something that I thought was quite interesting. Yes, was it yesterday or the day before? Chelsea still got a lot of sales to go. They just sold, I don't know how, but Ruben Loftus-Cheek for £20 million, right? Like, if they do all these sales and keep racking them up, Mason Mount, this, that, racking them up, you know, not only are they getting them all. What was Chelsea's biggest issue last year? It was pretty much the goals, not the defense, just the goals. They're improving their midfield as well, and they're improving their attack, right? But they got Jackson and need more, and I think they're going to go and get more. Sterling can only get better, and I think Madueke is definitely one to look at.
Nkunku, my friend.
And Nkunku as well. Sorry, I forgot about him. And I think they're going to go a striker. This is what I'm saying. I still feel there's someone in there. I think they're going to go get Caicedo in the end, and that's a major upgrade. And they've only playing one game a week, but yeah, everyone wants to rule Chelsea out. It's interesting, right? Because they're only playing one game a week. No one's forgetting this. They're playing one. And yes, team cohesion something, but we didn't say they're going to go win the league. I think they realistically can challenge and push teams all the way because they've got nothing else to focus on.
I agree with you, but hear me out. My argument for Chelsea is that Pochettino working with these guys playing back four, I don't see it yet unless Fofana and Badiashile have. I don't trust Thiago Silva playing in a back four. It's just my opinion. At 39 years old, playing back four in the Premier League with a team that is trying to play progressive football, and you're gonna face one-on-ones a lot at 39 years old. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and assume that it's gonna work well for you. That's one. Number two, they haven't signed a striker yet. Who's the striker at this moment? It's Nkunku. That means they need a playmaker. Do they have a playmaker? It was João Felix. He's not their player anymore.
We'll get one.
So we're assuming that Chelsea will make 4 signings.
You know what it is though? If you're playing one game a week, you don't need a massive squad like for right now. They can do with 4 or 5 midfielders that can rotate easy.
Okay, how about we actually, for the people that are watching us, okay, you guys are not even on 300 likes, which is embarrassing at this point because we have over 700 people. How about we actually dissect every team individually, as realistically, because this show is realistic. So forget ifs and buts and maybes. Let's do realistic argument. Let's start with Arsenal Football Club. They made 1 signing, Kai Havertz. They are looking to get 2 more, Timber and Declan Rice. Who's gonna go? I'm gonna assume realistically one of Partey and Xhaka. Does this team go a level up from last year?
I still think they can go get Lavia as well. I think if one of them goes, they still go get another
4. They're gonna get 4.
I think they're gonna get 3. I think they get 4 players.
Timber is 50. It's 40 million pounds. So do you think they're gonna get Lavia?
Yeah, they got 250 to spend, of course, and they still got sales to go.
Okay,
that's what I'm trying to say.
You think that's realistic? I'm really
Yeah,
going
yes.
through what you. I'm not gonna argue with you.
No, of course not. The fact is only June, and they're looking to secure Declan Rice. They've already secured Timber. They've already secured Havertz. They've got all 2 months to go secure maybe another 1 or 2 signings.
That's
So,
over 250. What you just said, isn't it?
so if we realistically,
Yeah, 65, 100.
40,
So that's
and the ones
100.
with
So
50,
that's 250. Isn't that too much? You
nearly
don't
50.
think
No, because I think they're gonna sell. Because you said they might sell Partey. They might go sell Rob Holding.
they're gonna
They
sell
might go
Xhaka? I 100%.
maybe
I
one or
think
the
Xhaka is in
other,
Germany now.
one or the other. Like I just feel like they can still go and get another player. That's what I'm saying. I think they can get back really heavily. The whole point of what Kroenke was going on about, or Josh Kroenke and Edu, they're backing Arteta this window. 150, 200 million is backed, but is that Premier League backed if you want to go and win the league against giants like Manchester City?
Okay.
I think
so. Let's dissect it. Is that improvement? I think it is.
100%. Of course, this is
100%.
exactly what they want. Depth.
Was Arsenal very good last year? Yes, they were.
Yeah, they
Are they
were.
going to go again next year? I'm assuming. Will the Champions League stop them? I am not putting Champions League in my head because teams play Europa League and they want to win it. Like we saw that, right? Like it's not like it is serious. It is serious. Anyway, see, someone is telling me, tell Mo who Arsenal owners are. This is me asking you, how much is the budget? I'm going, I believe, Cass here. He said 250, so I'm gonna go with that. So Lavia.
Well, what's the point?
Right. So is it 4 players or 3 players? Do they get Rice, Lavia, Timber, Havertz, or they don't get Lavia?
I saw
assuming they're going to
Liverpool
get
in
Lavia because it's
But I
a
think
make or
so
break.
will we not agree that they only need Lavia, right? I think they'd only go in for Lavia if Partey or Xhaka or both are leaving. If not, they're not going to go.
I think they need him anyways because I don't know if El Nene is going to stay, and we don't know. Actually, to be fair, I'm kind of, I don't know about Jorginho. Everyone forgets Jorginho's still there.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If Jorginho stays, Xhaka stays, Partey stays.
Let's give this team a rank. Let's give this team a rank, assuming that Man City get 10 out of 10. Okay, I am assuming I'm sitting here.
You can't do that.
No one's challenging. No one's challenging.
No. What I mean is that you said realistically in the show who challenges Man City. So the benchmark is Man City. So Man City gets the full mark, right? And then you go from there. I'm gonna give this team Arsenal. I'll give this. See, that makes sense, right? I give this team Arsenal 9 out of 10 with Lavia, Timber, Rice, and Havertz. This is a 9 out of 10 because I remember they have Trossard and they have Jorginho.
Wouldn't you say they still need a gunman? Wouldn't you say based on that they still need a gunman?
So if they sold Partey for Lavia, that would be questionable. But if they can keep Xhaka and Declan Rice, yeah, I think it's.
No, but hold on. You say that's too much, but I think with the players that you just listed, you're saying if they keep Partey, keep Xhaka, get Lavia.
No, one goes.
But for me, the amount of you just listed them buying so many midfielders, I think if you would ask,
only 2. Actually, no, I said
only 2, bro.
Now hold on, Havertz, Lavia, Rice.
No. Yeah, isn't a midfielder.
But I would say that if you were to ask a lot of Arsenal fans, they'd probably say, I'd rather we get one less midfielder and we get a number 9.
You know what the mad thing is though, that we don't know where Havertz is actually looking to play yet. He might be looking at a multi.
Well, if they play him as a number 9, as a false 9, then Arsenal's hopes drop off slightly.
I've said this, yeah. Why isn't Havertz looked as a false 9 in Arteta's eyes? Because they play with a false 9. You know, he can drop into midfield and create, which Havertz has done for Chelsea.
Let's look at him. Let's look at him as a false 9. Arsenal finished third.
Yeah. I think he's going to be used as more of a utility.
So what do you think? What do you think, Daps? This team, the squad that they had this year, remove Xhaka from that squad and add Lavia, Havertz, Rice, and Timber. That means Ben White can play center back.
They're better. They're better than they were last year.
Way better.
Way better.
Last year, would you give them 8 or 7? The benchmark is Man City. They won the league.
What do you mean give them?
Yeah, I don't understand.
What you rate them? You rate them. You're rating them. You're giving them grades.
All right. So last year, I still don't think they catch us with that. If that's what you're asking me, I don't think they catch us. Do I think that they'd be the closest to us? If they do that and Liverpool do not have a extremely good window, then Arsenal. But I've already said this. I think Arsenal will challenge us again. I think Arsenal will be our nearest rival unless Liverpool go out.
Someone really said 7, bro. Someone said 7. You know why I mean 7? 7. If they get these players,
hold on. But no. Hold on. Let's break it down then. Let's break it down a little bit more. I get why they're 7 because Havertz, is not an 8 or 9 signing, right? Lavia had a great first season at Southampton. What are we doing here? Are we saying Lavia's a 9 out of 10?
No. Hold on. But Havertz isn't replacing somebody. They didn't go and replace Martinelli with Havertz. They didn't go and replace Trossard with Havertz. They didn't. They're adding Havertz to the mix. So that's just someone that can. That's. I get what you're saying.
Another one. No one's actually thought of the process if Xhaka does stay, which I think they should keep Xhaka more than they should keep
Xhaka. Yeah.
I think then, has people ever thought about a Declan Rice sometimes filling in for that 6 and Xhaka playing in the centre mid, and then maybe later in the game Xhaka comes off, Declan Rice goes forward, and then maybe Lavia comes and gets minutes and stuff like that. No one's thought of it like that. It's different types of midfielders. I think no matter what Liverpool do this window, Arsenal are currently about 2 steps ahead of Liverpool's team right now, regardless who they get. And I think realistically, who I think they're going to get, do you think they get another midfielder? I think they're going to get a cover back, centre back / right back. They're going to be that further ahead.
Liverpool have got the know-how that Arsenal haven't.
Okay, so let's move to Liverpool then. Let's move to Liverpool, okay?
Let's go.
Liverpool signed McAllister, okay? They haven't signed anybody. Realistically, they will get Kone. I'm being very generous. They're going to get Kone and Thuram, okay, in the midfield.
All right, can we just put this out there really, really quickly? Because you've just started this off with Liverpool have got McAllister and that's it. And we have to remind ourselves that right now Arsenal have nobody and Liverpool have
of course. No, I'm going through
just because Arsenal are doing their business like it's only fans and Liverpool are deciding to keep their business to themselves. We have to be real. If we're talking announced done deals, Liverpool have McAllister done. Yeah. So we can't downplay their business. They might be keeping they might have no business going on. Alternatively, they might be keeping their business close to their chest, right?
But what I'm looking at the players they're looking at and who I think they're gonna get. They got McAllister. I think they're gonna get Thuram at the end. Okay. And
wait. A prospect they're looking at also a winger as well. Someone noticed this.
Yeah, that's surprising.
They're looking at some sort of winger at the moment. Like there's something
that's
there.
Confused me a bit.
Yeah, the Musfiabis. There's someone there. They're maybe looking at towards right wing, maybe cover potentially.
That confuses me a little bit, but
that doesn't add anything to me because that right wing they cannot improve on Salah. That's not going to happen.
What I'm trying to say,
he plays every important game for them.
I wouldn't add in the midfield importance. I was just not talking about their depth issue. I think their only depth issue they got right now is over on the right hand side. Left hand side sorted. I don't mind, and up front is sorted. It's that right hand side who realistically can take over that Mo Salah role when he gets tired, bro. He's hitting them ages where he's gonna need some rest. And Mo Salah has a great 6 months and then sometimes falls off. Or if not, if buts and maybes, he might start poor and then go like players need rest no matter how good they are. Look at Bruno Fernandes. Plays relatively quite well for most of the season, and then he just drops off because he's playing.
I think Liverpool fans. I think the way Liverpool fans might view that though is. Look, again, if we're talking about they get all the business done they need to get done, then why the hell not? Same with any club. If any club gets all the business done they need to get done, and then they go and get a bit of business done that you don't think they need to get done, then cool, it's a bonus, yeah? But I think Liverpool fans right now would probably be looking at it going, please tell me we're not wasting time negotiating on a right winger when we still have only got one midfielder. Like, let's get what we need done this time first before we go out and start looking at luxuries. And that's the way I would see it. But look, I've seen Lavia as being linked. I've actually seen Lavia probably more heavily linked with Liverpool than I have seen him being linked with Arsenal.
You know the best thing about that, Daps, as well? I know we all say about potential Lavia at Arsenal, but it's only potential. But it's just the way Jurgen Klopp operates with midfielders. Like, they could be average, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. As long as they got the legs and stuff, they don't care. Look at their attack force. Their attack, go look how many goals he scored towards the end of the season. Ridiculous amounts.
Yeah, I also think Lavia would suit Liverpool down to the ground as well. I think Lavia could go to Liverpool. Whereas I think if Lavia goes to Arsenal, I think there's a chance that Lavia starts off on the bench, right? Well, if we're talking about who they're linked with, if they get Rice, right, and they keep either Xhaka or Partey,
yeah,
There's talk of Smith Rowe now starting to cook and all of that as well. It's like, where would Lavia come in? Who would be going out? Whereas you look at Liverpool and you could go, I could see Lavia going to Liverpool and starting next to McAllister. I could see him starting for Liverpool more than I could see him starting.
I can see as well. There's a spot there that needs to be taken. I have to agree. Next to, especially when you think about a type of player that's been next to McAllister.
Yeah,
a Basuma. I don't know. Wait, did Basuma play with him? I believe he must have. Or Caicedo. I might be wrong there, but with the way they've operated with under Graham Potter and my man as well, Lavia kind of reminds me of that role that he could do with McAllister, and I think it would suit him to a T. Legs, a bit of strength, and a bit of know-how, and he can break some lines as well. Lavia's got very good.
They do love a signing off of Southampton as well.
Yeah, and they love a sign off Southampton, who they got very good relationship with, and right now, the concrete links. It looks like Liverpool are stepping up some major interest.
Even more so, because if Arsenal were in for Lavia, I would imagine at the moment they're very much occupied with Declan Rice.
Yeah, but to be honest,
I haven't done these 2 super chats. I'm sorry.
Lavia's young, but if you can remember, it don't matter how young you are. He's just got a year. If you're young, if you can play, you can play. You get what I mean? No matter how young you are.
Okay.
What was that last super chat? Sorry.
No, so that last super chat, I'm gonna put it when we talk about Chelsea. But this one is saying, will Klopp swallow pride and put Chint in the middle? I'm not sure, my friend. But anyway, there is a big tweet. It looks like an exclusive. Arsenal have tonight submitted a massive offer to West Ham. It's 100 million plus 5 in add-ons.
There we go. And that's what I said they need to do. They need to step up and really show what time it is. Really, and look, if they do that, that might be enough to seal it. I don't know. I think the only thing is at the moment, you would imagine West Ham before they accept anything to go back to City and say, "You gonna match it?"
By the way, David Ornstein has just said Arsenal tonight submitted a massive offer. So people are going to start thinking we're ITK.
This is exactly what he just said.
Yeah. Sorry,
I just said that, bro. I just said the tweet.
My bad. People are going to start thinking that we're ITK. How did we know that there's this dude they submitted a bid already?
No,
because David Ornstein just tweeted.
Submitted a massive offer.
Look at our title. It says Arsenal submit for Declan Rice.
Oh.
You see Slim Ake? He literally thinks we are all ITKs, like we know stuff.
Nah, I've got no idea about life, let alone transfers. But that is what I was saying. That's what Arsenal need to do now. 100%. That is a right. City, are you really on this? And that is, I think if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd say thank you. That's what we need. That's what we need now. And now it's West Ham. Do West Ham go back to City and say, look, are you looking to match it? Are you looking to go higher than it? And it's only Tuesday, so there's plenty more days in this week before the weekend comes. So
yeah, but anyway, that bid.
So hold on, they wanted 100 million. They've just offered 100 million plus bonuses on top of that.
But I think there will be a catch here, which is the number of installments. Because why would you go and offer more than what they actually wanted?
To blow City out the water.
Yeah, I don't think City will try to overbid them for 110. He's not worth that much.
I don't think they will. No, I don't think they will. I think, and there you go. And that's exactly what I said. Arsenal need to show how much they want the player. They need to, because do you know what? That if you're Declan Rice, that could help to convince you as well. They really want me. They really want me.
105 million, not even 100 million, 105.
Yes, 105 million for Declan Rice. We can keep talking about it, or we can go back. But
no, we've been talking about this for the first 20
freaking 45 minutes. We talked about it. Enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk about
exactly that. So 105 million. That's crazy. As you said, Daps, it'll be interesting to see if City does propose an extra 10 to 15 million on top. Do they want this or do they not want this? And I think
do you know what I would imagine, or if I would hope to think that already City are, because we know City they like to have 3 targets. They'd already like to be seeing what else is out there and do City now turn their attention to Caicedo? Declan Price.
A good tweet. That's a good tweet. I mean,
that's a very good comment.
Yeah, comment. That's funny.
Got that Declan Price. How much? Declan Price. Woo! That's a lot.
What was we saying? Anyways, back to the Liverpool part.
Will Klopp swallow pride and put Trent middle? Tactically, I don't think they have the capacity to play three in the back because Robertson is flying wing back. He isn't someone who can play in the back three. They need cover, and if they get someone that will perform like Fabinho did, I think it would be yes. They can go on, but again, I'm gonna repeat that again and again and again. They are putting all their eggs in Jurgen Klopp's basket, thinking that he can develop these players for the here and now, thinking that he will get Thuram. Bang! Thuram comes in, replace Jordan Henderson tomorrow, and play very well.
Yeah.
They're gonna get Lavia, who's 19 years old, play in the Premier League for Liverpool, go challenge for the title. That's not how it works. If Daps was talking about in Premier League experience, well, there's also experience, not Premier League, just experience of playing for a top team. Lavia just got relegated.
Do you know what? Did we speak about this on this channel about Fabinho and the fact that I don't know if it was, I think it must have been on this channel that Fabinho, I know Fabinho's had a really bad year, yeah. But
revival.
But yeah, he's had a bad year. He might be drained because he'd been used so much. Fabinho has a summer off. You know what? He's only 30, right?
Yeah.
He could go back to being, look, he's not 36, he's not 35, he's not 34, he's 30. Yeah. A rest. And maybe someone else to come in and be able to allow Fabinho to have a bit of a rest. Fabinho could go back to being that DM that he was, right? Why could he not?
That's what I said. I asked this question to, I can't remember who it was. Was it 2 months or somebody else? I said, do you believe that and they just said, nah, he's done.
But why? He's 30. He's not 36. He's 30.
No, that's the thing. People, I'm actually convinced some fans or rivals or whoever actually believe Fabinho is not the age that he says he is.
No, he's 30, bro. Come on. Come on, man.
I don't know, man. You know what it is? When you've been you got to think, how long has Fabinho been? He's been at Liverpool for a while now, hasn't he? When you might just be on burnout. You know, when you keep doing this pressing game, burnout comes, and he plays game in, game out, and the way they press, and it is burnout. Look at Wayne Rooney, man. He's played at the top level for how long? 10 years later, you see that guy slowing down.
Yeah.
At 26, 27. You know, it happens. It does happen.
But anyway, so we think that Liverpool, I think Daps has this idea, which is, I don't disagree with him. Yes, it's like Jurgen Klopp can do magic. Well, Jurgen Klopp can take a team and get a 13-game winning streak. He can. I'm not doubting Jurgen Klopp.
I mean, it's not magic. It's been done before.
Yes. Okay. So let's establish that. But can he do it with different players?
And this is what I've been saying, though, as well, that I do think this season is the season where last season, Jurgen, for me, certainly by me, I did not judge Jurgen Klopp last season, right? I gave Jurgen Klopp the credit in the bank excuse, yeah?
Yeah.
People start saying, you know what, it's what he does, but it's what he's done before where he's had the drop off. Once he starts dropping off, he can't go again. It's a drop off and he needs to leave, right? Last season, I didn't buy into that. But if he has another season like that, then yes, there will be truth in that. This is a season we judge Jurgen Klopp for me.
So let's
100%.
talk about the signs, the givens, right? Do we really think Shay's game? Do we?
You want to talk about the Shays? Okay.
Let me do the super chat, so because it's related. I like Rice, but sorry, Arsenal has pulled.
Sorry, Matt. I'm just defending you there. You just ruined your whole flow. I wouldn't have it if I was you personally.
Doesn't matter. Whatever.
Rice, baby.
My trail of thought is in the back of my head. I'm just doing this, and I'm
like your ponytail.
I like Rice, but sorry, Arsenal.
Sorry.
That's is on fire, man.
My eyes are on fire underneath this hat. God damn.
Yeah.
Hay fever.
I like. Thanks, Chloe.
Sorry, Chloe.
Which is thanks, Chloe.
Okay. You know what? Daps, you read the super chat.
Hi, Chloe Jenkins with the £5. Yes. I like Rice, but sorry, Arsenal has. Hold on, he's got a double has. That just threw me out. That was what threw him out, not me. That's what threw him out. The double has. The double has is a right thrower. I like Rice, but sorry, Arsenal has pulled a Maguire trigger. paying
Oh
too
my
much
God!
money.
If that transfer
overpayment.
turns out to be a Maguire again, that would be hilarious.
Nah, he's not. He's not Maguire,
it's
man.
not
He's
Maguire.
not, man.
As
Maguire's
Johnny would
Good,
say,
huh?
he's got different
He has
minerals.
played with England and he looked good, right? Like he looked very good.
No, let's not.
And-
Just because you know what it is, we can't just turn the narrative just because Arsenal are paying this amount of money that all of a sudden he's just another Maguire and all that. Because if he was to go to Man City, we wouldn't be joking like this.
I'm gonna say it now to the people that watch
Can we
me for a
not?
foul.
Why can't we joke like this?
No, I'm just saying, but it's just the narrative, isn't it?
Why not?
What's stopping us?
Listen, if a
Nothing.
super chat wants to joke like this, I'll joke all day long.
You have to have this. If but that joke can just come back. Never mind. Never mind. It's
Okay, so I hope we don't bid anything. I'd rather get Kimmich, City buyers. I think me too. I think actually even for 90 million, just go get Kimmich for 50, 60 million. He's a better player. I'm sorry.
Don't if you get Kimmich. But then again, why I don't think Kimmich makes a lot of sense is because one, they got their DMs, and as you were saying, Rice and Phillips, they got Kovacic in that 8 role. It would be like another
to do with age. Listen, there's
Yeah.
a reason why we've gone in for Rice, and it probably is to do with, you know, Pep's got 2 years left on his contract, and God, I hope that Pep stays, but he might not. I think this is also a part of the whole City thing. Look, we've seen that City lose a legend every year, and the age of the squad. There's a reason why we're going for a player in this position that's this age, because we want a player that we can get 8, 9 years, 10 years out of. 100%. We're not going to go. I don't think that's why and maybe that's why we wouldn't go. How old's De Jong? De Jong must be about 20.
about 26. About
Yeah.
26 years old.
That's the beauty of Rice. I think Pep's looking at this and thinking, yeah, this is our midfield for a good couple of years. He's trying to build. Look, we've just done a treble. He's trying to make sure that this squad can go again for the next 8, 9 years.
Wouldn't be surprised if you go for someone like Enciso, you know, and keep Peroni around.
Peroni's another shout.
Peroni could go to Brighton, and then Enciso goes the other way. I can see it. Potentially.
Okay.
Anyways.
We'll see.
The next one is another Man City, Tyrese. Foden and Kova rotate, then buy a bad boy winger.
This is it. Listen.
That's
This is what most Man City fans, deep down want. What Man City fans deep down want, is for Foden to come into the middle, because we know sooner or later they will. That's why I think Kovacic, in the age of Kovacic, I actually think is Pep doesn't quite feel Foden is. I'm not even going to say Foden isn't ready, but Foden still has that directness, that electricity about him that sometimes you do want to see on the wing because it's more direct. And I've always said this, that I honestly believe Pep likes his direct players to be out wide because they can cause the least damage. If you lose the ball because you're being direct, far left or far right, that is the least damage can be caused. You've got the most chance of winning the ball back. If you are playing in the middle of the pitch and you play direct football and happen to lose the ball, more damage can be made. That's why I think he keeps players when they first come in. Like Bernardo Silva, when he first came in, was an out-and-out winger. Once he'd perfected the Pep style of play, learnt the dark arts off of Fernandinho, all of a sudden Pep was far more willing to allow him to drop deeper and play in deeper roles. But this is what City fans want. And look, most City fans, in their heart, they'd love to see Foden drop deeper and City go back in and buy Leroy Sané. But the truth is, that's just not Pep, is it? We got Grealish, and, Grealish is playing the way he plays.
Yeah.
Do you know Gundogan actually said in his leaving
I'm not here.
Leaving letter, Gundogan said in his leaving letter that he once had a conversation with Pep, and Pep said, "Do you know, I wish I had 11 midfielders like you because you all just see the game the way I see the game," and that's the truth. So I hate to say it, but I can't see City going out for a winger. I can't.
Yeah. See Niak 24. I know I wanted to save the super chat, but even if we get Costa, Caicedo, Osimhen, we still don't win the league. Nobody said you will. This year, only for lack of continuity, we probably challenge at the end of the season. Listen, for that, Chelsea fans, I think if you get Osimhen, Caicedo, and Costa, and you don't win the league, I'm coming for your neck.
Pause.
Pause. I hear it though.
Massive pause. Massive pause.
Nah,
Mo?
he doesn't
No,
know.
Osimhen 150, Caicedo 90 million, and Costa 70 million, and you're not winning the league after signing Enzo for 100 million and getting Nkunku and Sterling. Come on, just give me a break. Come on. I don't think realistically you'll win the league, but I think you should win the
Same
league.
thing with
in my
Arsenal
opinion.
fans. You can't say you don't spend money now either. Like, let's keep it a buck. You're spending money, the way you
Yeah.
should, to be fair, as a big club.
But yeah, I'll talk more about Chelsea. I think City will go for Kimmich, in my opinion. Now Barella to Liverpool. I don't think Liverpool have the money to bid for Barella. If Tonali is,
They
which
can't
is
get
something
Valverde.
I wanted to tell you something today, Kaz, about Tonali. But in a bit, I'll tell you something that I heard in a podcast from a Newcastle journalist, someone that are very close. It's a very good opinion, and I think it's true. But yeah, I think you get Kimmich or De Jong. Guys, is Casemiro better than Rice? 100%. Not even close at this moment.
Not even close.
Not even close. They're not even on the same level. What is this?
Sorry,
What is
that
this,
is
a joke?
Arsenal. That's Arsenal fans.
Yeah,
This is a joke or what?
Last season, but like I said, last season Party
It's
wasn't
a genuine
part.
question,
Last
man.
season until the end of the season, last season Party was better than Rice. But now Arsenal fans are quite happy to see Party go and Rice come in.
Yeah. So
no, it's a
Liverpool, what are we saying about Liverpool? They're challenging, but they're
Well, I
going
do,
for
but-
the second, for the young prospects, for the footballers that will be great in 2-3 years. Potentials, yes.
They got to.
Are
They got to. No, you know what? They have to, though, to be fair, because they've neglected that midfield and probably the squad, you could say, for a while. But, they have been bringing in the young players. They have, I know Carvalho hasn't really worked out at the moment. Nunes
Well, he's
is
gone,
of
isn't he,
good
now?
age. Nunes is of good age, only on loan.
Is it loan, yeah?
Gakpo's at a good age. Who else are we missing? I mean, I'm probably missing a couple other players as well.
Well, they've got a couple of good. Who's Curtis Jones? Curtis Jones ended the season.
I like Curtis Jones, to be fair, but yeah, they do need some potential. McAllister, you could say he's quiet now. He's not potential. I think he's quiet very much now. But it's either that or you have to go pay the 80 millions. That's the difference. What do you want? You're seeing Declan Rice go for 105. Do you think Liverpool are going to compete in this market? This is why Liverpool fans are so annoyed, because it's Liverpool Football Club. This is Liverpool. Yeah. They should be spending what Arsenal is spending, or Man United is spending, or City are spending, or whatever. They don't, and it's been a neglection for a few years, if not more. But they should be, because
so
they could have they could have went on and dominated. It's the same question we have for Tottenham, right? When they had Pochettino, maybe back in 2012 before they sold Bale, all you had to do is invest some money into that team, and then you could have went on and done great things. That's just it, I think.
And that's what I said. That I think, as well as I've said, that this season Klopp will be judged. I think Klopp will deserve to be judged if he is backed correctly. If Klopp is not backed correctly this window, then I expect Liverpool fans to, and I mean the core game going Scousers will turn on FSG. I think if FSG don't back Klopp this window, I think next season you're going to see a lot of noise at Anfield. The game going fans are going to say we've had enough now, because they're seeing they're seeing Arsenal invest, they're seeing Chelsea invest, they're seeing everyone invest. I think they're then going to turn around and go, nah, this is it now. We've got to talk on FSG properly, and hopefully they'll do a bigger protest than United did today, because that protest United did today, my God. That was poor.
That was 35 people, they said.
That was poor.
But Micah, thanks for the super chat, because North England will continue to dominate the EPL and UCL for the 7th year running. United, FDJ, Frankie de Jong, Liverpool, Barella, City, Kimmich, Newcastle, Tonali. Here is what I'm going to say about that. Arab people like football, love football. They are willing, instead of making 100, they're willing to say, you know what, I'll only make 50 if it means my fans and my club will win and go to the podium. The other guys that run the other clubs, all they care about is that if I can make 100, why can't I make it 120? That's all they care about. So this is a fact, what you said. But thank you so much for the super chat. I agree with you, but it looks like Arsenal are actually spending the money now, improving the squad, which is a good sign that we want to see in the Premier League.
I'm already seeing a few City fans as well tweet about the Rice thing, with Arsenal coming in with this much money, and City fans are tweeting when people saying, oh, City should come in with this, City should come in with this now, and City fans go, nah, we should walk away. He's not worth that much.
Yeah.
It's not worth much.
So West Ham are waiting to hear Man City's counter offer. So yeah,
Of course they are. This is exactly what West Ham wanted, right?
And West Ham are the real winners.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Do we think that puts a lot of pressure on the kid going to Arsenal for that much money?
I think he can
A
handle
price,
it.
24 years old.
I think he
massive
can
price like
handle
that.
it.
Yeah, a massive price like that, it will always be pressure, whether you like it or not. And the shirt as well, and the fans beaming down on you because of that, you're gonna receive a lot of heavy criticism, man. When it comes down to it. Look at Jack Grealish last season.
Yeah. Here comes the super chat. You hate Chelsea spending, but you'd love Inter to do it. Hear me out, my friend, because now you super chatted. I have to answer you.
DJ, man.
I said that 50 times, and even in comments after videos. My problem with the model of Chelsea is that you are lucky that you got sold. If you weren't sold, you weren't going to be able to spend 600 million. And you spending 600 millions and replacing players with players now, and because also you spend in 2019 on Ziyech, Werner, Pulisic, Havertz, that model for me, I don't like it. Okay, if my club did this, I would be happy because it's my club. So I'm not asking you not to be happy. I am just not happy. You be happy. You celebrate your spending. You celebrate your club. It's up to you. Completely up to you. But don't ask me to be happy about it. I'm thinking that this model has to disappear from football. What you just did, investing money because you got sold. This is unfair in football because you're going spending 100 million in Modric. It's not his price. It's not even close to Rice. Enzo Fernandez release clauses. I don't think that's how football should work. So it's as simple as that. I'm not asking any Chelsea fan not to be happy. But anyway, moving on. But thank you for the super chats.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't mind them suffering a little bit more. Why not? They're rival.
I did just see something earlier, by the way, got tweeted that apparently, in fact, let me find it real quick. I don't know if you spoke on it. Well, I don't think you did speak on it earlier.
Make sure you guys are liking the video before we speak on it.
Yeah,
because we're nearly on 400 likes. So you've impressed Mo. Now impress
but
that.
people, please get those likes up a bit more.
Can I add something, Daps? When Real Madrid went and bought 5 players,
He's
I
rattled.
was like,
You
they
rattled
have
him,
to
DJ.
fail. They have to fail.
DJ,
when
you rattled
go
him.
and spend that much money in one window, you have to. They bought Koulibaly, didn't work. They went and bought Badiashile. It's the same player, just younger.
Just give up, Mo, man.
Anyway, you know when Mo's head's gone, where we try and move on. Mo's the professional one. When we try and move on, and Mo's like, "Hold on, no, can I come back to the previous super chat?" You got him, DJ. You got him. You got him.
It's just like two twice today.
So what this was actually, people, just before, are we wrapping up after this?
Yeah, why not? I don't see.
Right.
Depends.
But before we do, let's speak on this one last thing. So
unless the people in the chat want us to continue and you want to guys keep watching, it's up to you to
keep me up.
I'm all right.
You're all right. UEFA is set to close a loophole on Wednesday, allowing clubs to spread the cost of big transfers over lengthy contracts.
So they just got that last lengthy contract.
That is coming in. I don't know if it means this Wednesday or next Wednesday, but it is coming in.
Probably for the new year. It will be this Wednesday, probably for the new year.
And do you know why that's very interesting? Do you know why that's very interesting? Because obviously we know that there's this thing that Mo, I think you spoke on it yesterday, 60 million losses. That's why some people are holding out. They want to do their business in the new financial year, right? Or new season, right?
It's 60 million for Chelsea, not 60 million for every
so
club. It depends on how much you make.
Right, so let's look at Chelsea. That Chelsea are going, right, so we don't want to do it until the new season. But now, if they find out that, but in the new season, you're not allowed to add it over 6 to 8 years, they're then now going to have to try and get some in before the 60 million, right?
Yes. I think in July 1st, you'll see Chelsea going for Caicedo, Costa. You'll see
but they won't accept it. They won't accept. I don't. But now they can't.
But now they can't go with those long contracts if they bring that ruling in.
Yeah, they can. But I don't think Brighton will accept it.
So Chelsea will find a new.
I don't think Brighton will get an 8-year payment for Caicedo. Yeah. And, okay, DJ, here you go. Hypocritical Mo. Inter spent loads in the 90s and early 2000s.
You tell him, DJ.
By inflation, we never spend that much money, bro. Like, you don't understand. You go spend 250 or 300 million in a window. You're closing on 1 billion in 1 year. I don't know how you don't get it. Like, dude, I don't hate your club. I promise you, I don't hate your club.
He
You wear
does.
blue.
DJ, you see that?
I absolutely
DJ, you
don't.
see that stress ball in
I
his hand?
actually think that your model has to fail for the good of football. This is
So
it.
you hate your club then? Because Mo,
The
did
model.
you
If
hear
the
that?
club fixes,
like
listen,
your
if the
club.
club fixes themselves in the
No,
next
I mean,
4 or 5 years,
Yeah, go on.
this is my point. It's this year because here's the thing: if Chelsea win next year, everybody will say, "I can do the same and win."
You know what the maddest thing
You
is?
know what do you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I
Finding
hear
a
you.
loophole in it,
They're
finding
literally
a
buying
loophole
the
in
league.
it, everybody's gonna say, "Why don't I go do the same?"
That's the exact definition of buying the league, if that's the case. But I'm just saying, did you hear that? Did you just hear why he said why he likes Chelsea? What's his first reason? Did you hear it?
No, go on.
Because you wear blue.
So yeah, I like the color blue. It's very obvious, right? Isn't it obvious that I like the color blue or not? I'm always wearing blue. Like, it's not obvious.
Wow.
I don't support. But anyway,
great reason. You can say I loved Zola. I loved Didier Drogba, like your club. I've loved it all. Whatever it is, Jose
I'm
Mourinho.
never. I only attached to three in my life. I'm attached to some
he
players.
chooses blue.
Do you know what I
Anyway.
actually saw earlier?
I
I saw
actually
someone
got
asked a
attached to
comment.
some players in my life. None of them was a Chelsea. It's Ronaldo R9, right? I'm attached to Ronaldo. Roberto Baggio.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
someone I
Ponytail
like.
vibes, get it?
Absolutely. By the way, it was the ponytail.
Yeah.
You
Right,
definitely had
and Javier Zanetti because he played them. These are the 3 players in my life that I appreciated the most.
Not Mario
in my life.
Balotelli.
Not Mario Balotelli.
He's
He
a
threw our
striker.
shirt on the ground and left the stadium. What are you talking about?
I was just going to ask you. I saw a comment yesterday or a live chat. It was either a super chat or a comment, or maybe someone asked what Premier League team does Mo, if Mo had to support one Premier League team, who would it be?
Tottenham.
And
Always the underdog.
No. Last year it was Tottenham. So
I think he's
going
turning
with,
into a United fan.
No.
It's
I
not
hated
City.
United when you were dominating in the 2000s. Oh my god, dude! You guys live in England, right? You guys think
I think
that
so. Yeah.
only in England people hated Man United, dude. I was in Egypt and the bandwagon fans jumping on Man United because they win everything was ridiculous. And when Ronaldo joined Man United, people supported Man United just for him. I hate people when they support a club for a player. Like, give me any other reason to support a club, but do not support a club for a player.
Supporting Newcastle, that's the one.
Yeah, it's Arsenal. It's Arsenal.
Yeah, Niak here says, for the record, we just need to get rid of players and wages, not make money. The amortization of January contract saw us actually make a profit. He's saying.
I saw that. That is
so good.
Chloe Jenkins says, point missed. We are heading for the Super League.
Chloe's a City fan, right?
I think so.
Chloe's a super fan. Chloe's a City fan. She must be.
She's a super fan.
She's a super fan. We are super fans. Chloe must be a City fan. I'll see you there.
Did we do this super chat as well? Hypocritical Mo in spent loads of nights.
We can put it up one more time.
I support. It's astonishing. I supported Inter for R9, Roberto Baggio, and wearing the color blue in '98. Believe it or not. And there's another super chat that we didn't do. Did we do all the super chats anyway?
Yeah. Wrap it.
I'm rattled today. You guys because you guys think that I'm has a Chelsea agenda and I don't. I really don't.
So of course you don't, Mo. We see you. You definitely don't.
You didn't have you wasn't back in Tottenham.
Anyway.
Mo, you've become the villain of this channel. Do you know that?
Yeah. I'm not. I'm absolutely. I absolutely try to be objective in everything I say. Everything I say, I believe in it, unless I'm just presenting a different angle for the sake of the argument.
Unless you're being the villain. Okay.
The villain.
Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching us. Tomorrow afternoon, another news, and I think it's gonna be Mason Mount. It's just think.
Drop me out. Drop me out, man. Drop me out.
People, please drop a comment. Wait for the show to end. I don't mean a comment in the live chat. When it finishes, whatever likes we want, get them higher. And then when the show ends, please just drop a comment. Whatever it is, even if you want to say Mo is the new Joker.
What's the James Bond villain called? Goldfinger.
Is he? Is he called Goldfinger?
Do you know I have
I think so.
What's it? You know,
What are you looking at, Mo?
do you know I got?
He's going mental, isn't he?
Where's he going? Well, that's further back than I thought, you know.
Whoa, we don't want to see your batty. Flipping hell.
Don't worry about it. You know, this is what I
Oh,
like.
I
But you say that to all the boys.
Venom.
Venom.
Anyway,
Venom.
for
your
your Chelsea
agenda,
agenda, Mo. Okay, thank you, Winter Surfer.
Love everyone. Have a good evening.
Anyway, we'll
Sleep
see you
well.
guys.
See you tomorrow.